Welcome back, guys. This is module 6.4, closing the deal and getting paid, where the closers get the money they've been working for. Intro to closing day. So this is how closing day should look. It's a general outline. So for each person, it might be different, but here's generally what every wholesale deal and real estate deal that we do kind of looks like. You start, and once the assignment is signed and the title is clear, it's game time. You need to make sure the title is clear, because the title isn't clear, then there's a lot of issues the title company has to go through. But once it's cleared, it's game time. The next step is this is the day your contract becomes a check. Once it's clear and everything is looking good and everything closes on closing day, your contract that you assigned and we walk through with you guys becomes a check. This is a major moment in most wholesalers, like biggest dreams they ever have. Your job now is to coordinate everyone and to stay organized and to get across the finish line. Until this check is in your bank account, you don't have it. So you need to make sure everything is organized and everyone is organized, and make sure you get across that finish line and get that check. What happens on closing day? The buyer wires in the funds to the title company. You need to make sure you guys really vetted and proved that your buyer is a legit buyer, like we've talked about before. So when they actually send the funds, they actually have the funds to buy the property, and so they can send them to title. Once title has them, the seller signs final documents or documentations, often remotely on DocuSign or in person if they want to go meet at the title company themselves. And once those two steps are done, the title company cuts you your check and wires you your assignment fee. How to get paid. So once that all happens and the title company cuts you your check, make sure your assignment agreement includes your fee and is signed by the buyer plus you. You need to make sure both of those happen. Have the title company wire your funds to your business bank account or cut a physical check. If you don't have a business bank account, you can set it up in your state or city or wherever you live. But if not, you can just transfer it to your personal bank account. That works perfectly fine too. And once that check comes in, it might take 3 to 5 business days, 1 to 3 business days. And once that happens, you need to verify with the title that everyone has signed all funds and are cleared before celebrating. Once the title can verify this for you, the title company can verify this for you, throw the biggest party you guys want. Rent out a yacht, rent out a mansion, buy some Lambo supercars, do whatever, guys. Just celebrate. Enjoy your hard work that you put in for this first deal, and know that since you guys did this first deal, it's possible to keep doing more deals and scale this up. Pro tips for a smooth close. Check in with title every 2 to 3 days leading up to the closing to avoid surprises. You want to avoid surprises because if surprises come up, you can handle them. But if they don't come up, then everything will run smoothly with you checking up, and that just makes the process so much more easier. Make sure the seller shows up or signs remotely on time. On time is a major part. If they just start ghosting you, it's not going to work out, and every party in the deal is going to get angry. Bring energy and confidence. You made it happen. You did all these steps with the acquisition, disposition, PPL, inbound, outbound leads, getting these all under contract, motivation, talking to sellers, getting these deals, finding them, comping them, analyzing offers. You did all this to get this paycheck. So bring energy and confidence because you made it happen, because you're closing your first deal. Final quotes and what's next. Deals aren't real until money hits your account. Stay sharp through the finish. This is a big thing. A lot of people think that they have the deal closed, but once they have the contract signed. But once you have the contract signed, there's so many more steps to it. But once that money gets into your bank account, you've crossed the line. So when closing day is where the pros separate themselves from the noobs. The noobs are just people, in my terms, of people who would try wholesaling, give up, don't try their hardest, and don't put all their effort in. Because if you don't give all your effort, you will not close a deal. You need to go all in on this business because it's just like a regular business. So if you half-ass it, it's not going to work. But now that you learn how to close a deal from start to finish, and you've gone through the whole entire process in this whole entire modules and all the modules, you're ready to rinse and repeat. Now, next up is scaling your systems and getting consistent leads. Now, this is where the actual business function happens. You guys learned one step of the business, wholesaling and getting a house under contract. And now we need to repeat that over and over and over again as our business model. So once this starts to happen, you'll be able to make more money consistently. And now, since you have the funds that you used, you can either waste all your funds, do whatever, it's your decision. But once you have funds, keep a little bit and invest it back into your business and hire a VA, hire an acquisition manager, a disposition manager, do more marketing, meta ads, Facebook ads, outreach, bandit signs, cold email, cold call, mail. You can do all these methods to get you these deals. Billboards, there's so many out there. But once you do this, you need leads to start coming in, and you can rinse and repeat that and make it an actual business model. And we'll show you guys how to scale your systems and get consistent leads over and over and over again. But that is the basics of wholesaling real estate. You found houses, you comped them, you did your acquisitions, you got it under contract, you dispoed it, you managed title, you understood sellers and their conversations and understand who they are and connecting on a better level that all these other wholesalers are doing. And now you're making money. And with all this, you guys can keep scaling this, invest your money, do whatever you want with it. But wholesaling real estate does work. And this is actual proof that we will have that shows you guys that these methods work and you can do it also. That's all I have for you guys in this module. I'll see you guys in the scaling and getting consistent leads module in the next one.